All right, for once the prediction's actually coming true. So, what happened?
The Balgorns did a great job. And what really tipped it was having all those tracking disruptors from the Flycatcher on the Oracles. It meant they couldn't do full damage until they killed the Flycatcher and really slowed down the damage early.
Another flagship out there, but it didn't die this time, so we didn't get to see how it was fit. So, maybe next time.
There's still time for that.
What exactly do these Balgorns do?
So they've got bonuses to damage with their lasers. They've got bonuses to the amount that they can newt, and they've got bonuses to their web range. So these ships can newt and web from very far away, can do an excellent job of shutting down the opposing ships, stop them, turn off all their modules, and then let the rest of the team finish them off.
And because of the way the flagship fitting rules are, they make excellent flagships because they can fit all those like officer modules that fit into the fitting rules.
Now that we have the 12 ships in every side, most people in EVE from the fleet battles, of course, are just used to the FC calling a name and you target that and shoot them. Is there any target switching? Like, do you have situations where the big ships are shooting at one thing and the small ships are shooting at something else, or is this very much like EVE PvP?
Well, what we've seen more of this tournament than past tournaments is there's a strong support component to each team. So we'll have like the big, slower DPS ships kind of burn each other, and then there'll be like a support battle going on the outskirts, which it's interesting because depending on who wins the support battle, they can then tackle the bigger ships and dictate the range. So it's added a whole second level to the matches, which I found really
And very often those support ships are shooting at different targets than your main fleet. Yeah. So good teams are going to be having a separate FC just for those. On PL we called them Red Leader, and they would call targets for the frigates, keep them organized, keep them in the right place, and you can do great things with that, especially with ships like Sabres, Enyos, and Daredevils that are great for shredding other frigates. All
right, let's see a quick overview of the group. And then we'll have a chat with CCP Veritas. So, where are we at? Group E, Exodus, Heretic Nation, both winning this one. What's the awful, terrible, I don't want to be in this group in the latter part of the day here?
I'd say Group H.
Yep, Group H. That's Group.
Kill with Fire, Pandemic Legion, Red versus Blue, Autokapelle. That does look fairly dangerous. I'd say, well, Gypsy Band, suddenly spaceships are also very good.
And Shadow Cartel.
Yeah. And the best name in the tournament, Percussive Pizza Time Diplomacy. Just love saying that.
That is wonderful. Well, really also evoke Darkside bricks. This is a difficult...
There's a lot of excellent matches. I for one say that these brackets in general are just excellent.
I gotta say, whoever pushed the button to randomly generate these groups is a fucking hero.
Was that you?
That was me.
Are you the hero?
I'm the hero.
All right, well, since we're on the topic of you the hero.
Absolutely.
So you have contests, you have stuff you're working on. Eve, where do we start?
At the beginning, of course.
All right.
Let's talk about a contest.
Yes.
So those who watched last weekend knows that the CCP Soundwave was not here. He was in fact in bed eating ice cream, like the posh gentleman he is, with his pinky up, of course.
As I do.
So we had a soundboard to cover for him. I was pushing the buttons on that. It was terribly fun to make you say horrible things. But we want to have a contest for that. We haven't figured out the details of it yet, but I'm just kind of putting it out there. We want you all to make songs. We're tentatively calling it the Soundwave Soundboard Song Symposium. So make some songs, auto-tune the heck out of this guy. The samples are available at soundwavesvoice.com. That's all one thing, no delimiters at all. And, auto-tune them to your favorite stuff. Put them up on the forum somewhere. We'll have a thread at some point. And impress us. We'll put you on the air.
And I think I have a great idea for a prize. I don't think I can reveal it right now.
Did you keep your
tease.
I think it might be a very special piece of Dust hardware I want to auction off.
Ooh.
It might be the official Dust 514 toaster. That you can plug in while playing Dust 514.
And make toast.
And get toast.
And get toast. And when you put the toast in and you kind of pull it down and you get it ready, there's a special surprise. But anyway, let's get back to that one.
Does a dreadnought come and nuke the toaster?
Well,
is that how it works? Like it's warmed up from space?
That is exactly how it works.
Fantastic.
So what else are you working on?
Not a whole lot. I'm mostly just chilling out.
Just chilling out.
I mean, I've done a lot of software support for the tournament this year. This is the first time we've had a real big management suite. We've got a lot fewer people running the tournament this year, just to remove so many moving parts, fewer chances for human error. But before that, I was doing some stuff with client performance. Hopefully, that's all been deployed now. Hopefully, everybody's client's running a bit smoother these days, and we're gearing up to attack the server performance again.
Will you be able to dilate your time dilation? Like just
What does that even mean?
have time dilation within time dilation. It'll basically make less sense than Inception.
I heard you like time dilation, so I put some time dilation in your time dilation.
You did also make the tournament UI.
Yes, absolutely. Didn't design it, but I implemented it. Some of the fine folks in marketing came up with the design, and I put the bits on the screen and made all the fancy animations for the icons. I'm super proud of all that.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I understand what's going on now. Instead of just going like, he may be possibly jamming this guy, you can just go like...
Yeah.
It's allowing us to criticize logistics on a whole new level.
Yeah. Yes.
The amount of information that we have in the tournament this year is so much better. So much easier to figure out what's going on. Thanks, Guy. You make my job easier.
Yes. Hey, that's what I do.
And for that, I love you.
Oh, I love you too, Bo.
Yeah. We had a question from the forums. Are you Michael Bolton's father?
Well...
There was that party that got a little bit out of hand 20 years ago or so, and...
the 80s were a hell of a decade.
Yeah.
I would have been like 6.
Well...
But, I developed early.
Early bloomer.
Yeah, keep posting your questions through the forums and Twitter. We are paying attention, and we want to hear from you.
Yes. I lost my train of thought.
It's my fault.
Yes.
I have that effect on people when they turn their guy.
All this fatherhood talk and
Server
makes me nervous.
You're really just thinking about what I did at that party, right?
Yes.
Actually, I don't want to think about that at all. I'm slightly horrified.
Another event, another party I'd like to plug
Yes.
is eVegas.
Oh, I can't wait for eVegas.
We have eVegas coming up in October. Are you going to be attending?
Yeah, I'll be there. I was there last year, and it was a blast. It was the most fun I've ever had with Spaceship Nerds, other than the Alliance tournament, of course.
Yeah. So, Veritas, are you coming as well?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow. So, we have 8 devs, I think. You, myself, CCP Arrow, CCP Betic, CCP, what's their names?
Yeah, Stillman.
Stillman's going to be there as well. Yeah. And we have, last year, I think we had 200 players or something. It's usually a blast. Go buy your tickets. They're actually fairly cheap for such a splendid event. So
it's a good time, even if you're not a massively degenerate gambler like many of us. There are of course plenty of other things to do in Vegas, like eat and see shows and things. And it's good times.
Talk about spaceships and get drunk.
Yes. With other Spaceship Nerds. Table service with a whole bunch of Spaceship Nerds is a wonderful experience, and I hope you all can be there to see it.
Yes. What else do we have to plug? What else is going on that's awesome these days? We have Twitter.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's get some tweets going on. I think hashtag AT10Eve is our Twitter hashtag for this. So tell us what you think.
And if you have any questions for me, for example, my Twitter is K2Borg. You can go ask me stuff, and unless the questions are horrible, I usually answer. Let's get the stats for the next 2 teams coming up, because we do have more matches, of course. It is Evoke versus Darkside. Let's see.
I'm really looking forward to this match. Both of these teams are ones that have great tournament reputation. They've done very well in the past. Evoke won tournament... would have been 4, I think. Yes. And Darkside has come into the semifinals a couple times. They've done an excellent job in the last couple of years. Yeah, so this is going to be a great match.
They were Final Four last year, right?
And the year before, too.
It was a Hydra outbreak. I can't remember who they ran into.
Last year, but yeah.
Somebody.
Evoke.
All right. Or no, Darkside.
Yeah. All right.
Evoke hasn't been so great in the tournament the last couple of years, but they have won the tournament before, and they're doing really well this year.
Yeah. Also, like Darkside, because they're going against the grain, and they went with a Vindicator for their flagship instead of a Ballgorn. I think almost everybody went with Ballgorns.
And Evoke have very intuitively named their flagship, "Hello, this is flagship."
just to remove all doubt.
Should you be confused, they've laid it out. All right, well, that's certainly going to be a smashing match. I think Darkside might win this one, but who knows? It's certainly quality teams. So... PL, are they going to win it now that Hydra aren't here?
I think they would have won it if Hydra was here.
No,
All right.
no chance. They're going to lose. They're
You think
way overrated. Absolutely. Yeah.
Their time has
They might do
ended.
something terrible like lose to Fearless.
Yeah. Well, I'm just slightly. Yes, I am. I'm just so sad that PL didn't send my best friend Shadu here this year.
We do miss you too.
I'm just so bitter about that.
But we did get Michael
He's here
Bolton.
in our hearts.
We did get Michael Bolton back.
Yes.
And what would the tournament be without Michael Bolton
That is true.
and his mustache?
And I think we have a trend with a mustache. Now we have that Veritas picking it up.
Absolutely.
I wonder how many more people we'll see with mustaches.
No,
You
don't
can't
even think
deny
about
this
it.
style.
Don't even think about it.
Bringing it back.
All
Gotta
right.
get the twirl going. It's all good.
All right. Well, Evoke versus Darkseid. What say you, Sash?
Dark side.
I'm going with Evoke on this one.
All right.
Yeah, I initially thought Darkseid, but they lost to Verge, who apparently hates tournaments. So I have to go with Evoke.
Verge, who didn't really want to win anyway.
No,
All right.
their heart wasn't in it. So.
No. All right. Well, I think I might go with Darkseid, but we'll find out in a few minutes.